I am actually getting ready to start packing because early tomorrow morning I'm leaving for a little weekend getaway, a weekend trip. I have a family wedding up north in Massachusetts, so I'm flying to Albany, New York tomorrow, and sadly Brandon isn't coming with me. I'm sad about that. He's actually going through some health struggles, so if you could really pray for him and send him good thoughts and energy. We're trying to figure out what it is, but basically it's been with his digestion, and it's kind of a mystery at this point, but yeah, we're trying to figure it out, so we're kind of in the thick of that. It's been a journey, so hopefully we'll figure out something soon, but he's doing okay. It's not a good time for him to travel, so I'm going to be going solo, but we're going to make the most of it, and I'm going to take you along with me. So my plan is, since I arrive in Albany tomorrow morning, I'm meeting my family there, but their flight doesn't arrive until around 1 p.m. and mine arrives at 10 a.m. So I have quite a big amount of time where I can explore. So they're going to get a rental car once they arrive, but I won't have one. So my plan is to hopefully pack super, super lightly. We'll see what we need and see what we can fit. And then I'll be able to have that flexibility to go explore. Or if the airport's kind of cute and there's a cute coffee shop, maybe I'll just stay at the airport. But I want to have that option and flexibility to possibly explore Albany a bit. I think that would be really neat, and we could, yeah, walk around. But if my bag is super big and heavy, I don't know. We're just gonna need to feel it out and see what happens. But let's start packing, let's start getting organized, but I'm excited to take you along for the journey and excited to spend time with you. Are you sad Mama's leaving you? Do you know? Okay, so this is the bag that I plan to hopefully fit everything in. It's pretty spacious, and hopefully, I mean, this isn't going to be super comfortable to carry around, especially if I want to walk a lot, but we'll see. We'll feel it out. And I'm flying on Southwest Airlines, so I get free bags anyways, free checked bags, free carry-on, all of that. So I don't have to do this. It's really just, again, to have that flexibility if I want to explore. But I like this bag because it has this section on the bottom that I can put shoes. So that's super convenient. And then it also has this little bag that goes with it that I'm going to put in all my toiletries, if I can fit them all, because I'd love to put in my toiletries but also makeup. So we'll see, and I'll be there for 3 nights, and I need my wedding outfit, PJs, swimsuit, I probably won't even use a swimsuit, but I think it's always good to pack a swimsuit just in case. So let's just start by laying everything out. And I also checked the weather, and it's like the high is low 80s and the low is mid 60s, so very pleasant weather.
When we used to be in love, and we thought that nothing could ever keep us from partying, leaving this romance behind. But now you're gone, and all I have is time. And though you're not here anymore, I still think about you. 'Cause baby, I didn't forget you. Hey, no, I didn't forget you, baby.
I finished packing all of my outfits and the toiletries minus my hair stuff. I'm going to just go ahead and do that in the morning or later tonight. I'm debating if I want to do my hair this evening or early before I catch my flight. So we'll play it by ear, but it is kind of heavy. So thankfully there's like a shoulder strap, but yeah, I definitely don't anticipate I'm going to want to strut around the city carrying that, but just taking it to a coffee shop or maybe a museum would be better. Probably not a museum because I'd have to carry it the whole time, but a coffee shop or maybe a library could be a good option to kill some time. And then I'll probably end up taking a backpack or a large tote bag or purse as well so that I can put my book, my AirPods, my computer, just for some more easy access. And I could probably fit my laptop and everything in here, but I think it'll be nice to have a backpack to kind of distribute the weight. Sitting down at the desk to get some work done for a bit, and I just heated up some boiled peanuts. I made these the other day because we went to the farmer's market and I saw the peanuts, the raw peanuts in the produce stand, and I love boiled peanuts. And I posted a picture of them on Instagram, and I was shocked at how many people have never tried boiled peanuts before, because in the South, in the southern states of the US, it's quite a popular, I mean, maybe not the most popular, but it's a common road trip snack. And I don't remember the first time I had it, but I've definitely had them from a young age. So I feel like they could be considered an acquired taste because they're basically soft seasoned peanuts, which is a little strange probably to some people. But I love the spicy ones. You cook it in the crock pot, add a bunch of seasoning, jalapenos. It's delicious, and I love them served warm. I think they're really tasty, and I don't really have them often except on road trips. And our farmer's market actually sells already made boiled peanuts, but it's kind of fun to make your own as well. So I'm gonna snack on these, and then we'll see what else today brings. I'd love to just kind of get ahead on work so I don't have to do too much while I'm on the trip. About to call it a night. I feel pretty organized, pretty settled. I have everything just laid out right there, and it's just before 9 p.m. but I want to try to get to bed early because I'm waking up at 4:30 a.m. So we'll try to get as much sleep as possible, and I do feel quite sleepy anyways, so hopefully I'll be able to fall asleep quickly once I finish up a couple more just computer things. I'm uploading a video to publish tomorrow, so we'll get that done, and I'll see you in New York in the morning. But I wanted to share, I started writing poems this weekend. It was so lovely. We had our rest day on Saturday, and at night it was rainy, and Brandon and we just cozied up in bed. He was reading, and I started writing poems, which is something that I've been inspired to do for a while, but didn't really know where to start. But we lit a candle, and it was just a really cozy night, so I was just finding inspiration in that. So I wrote a few poems. I'm not going to share any now. I probably will share some someday, but I'm still getting my footing, getting my confidence. But I started a little notebook, so I'll take it on the airplane and on the trip. I feel like I always have deep and just insightful thoughts during a flight. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like that's relatable. You listen to some music and you look at the clouds. It's very inspiring, in my opinion. There also can be very many distractions, but I like it. So I'm going to take my poetry notebook and my persuasion book by Jane Austen. I haven't gotten too far in the book. Let's see. I'm only on page 21, but hopefully I'll make a good dent in it tomorrow and throughout the weekend. But I'm excited to take you along for the adventures. I'm sad that Brandon's not going, but it'll be sweet to have some family time. After arriving to Albany, I took an Uber over to this coffee shop called Stack's Espresso Bar. It was such a cozy place, and I got a French toast latte, which was absolutely divine. And I also snacked on this feta and cheese pastry, which was very delicious. So I ended up spending a couple hours here getting work done, sipping on the coffee, and people watching, and it was such a cozy spot to start the day. Then I walked around for a bit and went in a few gift shops. I also found this cute bookstore that had a lot of beautiful new books and old books. So I spent some time roaming around the bookstore looking at poetry, and I even found this one poetry book that had this old newspaper clipping in it, and I thought it was quite fascinating, and I like how it left an imprint within the pages. I also stumbled upon this vintage store called Ducky's, and it's a really fun spot. I laughed because I found this Orlando t-shirt. It was a little piece of home. And once my family arrived, we went to lunch at this place called Fresh and Pressed. It was the perfect spot so we could grab some healthful fuel for the rest of our day. Then we drove over to the New York State Capitol, which this is an absolutely beautiful building. The building is an absolute marvel of the late 19th century, and it was actually built by hand over a period of 32 years. So it truly is a work of art. So we walked around, looked at the Capitol buildings, and there's also this incredible performing arts center called the Egg, which is such a unique shape, of course. It looks like an egg. So we took that in a bit and enjoyed the scenery.
Aww, hi. So cute. That is adorable.
Once we explored downtown Albany a bit more, we drove over to our Airbnb in Hancock, Massachusetts. We stayed at this cute ski village called Jiminy Peak, and it was nice because some of our other family was able to stay nearby, so we were nice and close.
So bucolic. We made it. So bucolic. That's my word of the trip.
After settling in a bit, we popped over to the country store to get some food for dinner, and we thought it would be fun to do pancakes for dinner, so that's precisely what we did. Berkshires. It is an absolutely glorious morning here. The birds are singing. Hopefully you can hear them a bit. They pretty much sing all day long because we arrived mid-afternoon yesterday. So we got to soak in the peaceful atmosphere. And today the plan is later this evening or mid-afternoon we have the wedding, which begins at 4 p.m. So we probably need to be back at the cabin around 3 p.m. to get ready. It's only a 7-minute drive away, so that's super convenient. And this morning the plan is to explore a bit. So I found this berry patch on the map that might be fun to stop by, get some fresh produce, check out the farmlands. And there's a lot of really charming and quaint farms around here that we could probably stop in and grab a bite or a snack. So we'll see, and then we might go on a hike, just soak in the beautiful weather and atmosphere. So that's sort of the rundown. And I also want to try to research and plan a fun activity for tomorrow, because tomorrow we pretty much have the whole day and it's our last full day here. So we want to be able to maybe go to Saratoga Springs or a suburb of upstate New York or Massachusetts. Got to do more research, but really excited to explore. Was such a treat. It was really serendipitous too, because this was actually the first day they were open for season, so it really worked out for us. And something special about this particular blueberry patch is that it is completely pesticide free, which apparently even organic farmers have to use pesticide to keep the bugs away. They just have a different type of pesticide, but these specific blueberry bushes are within a net, so it's really been engineered with care to keep these bugs out, and I just thought it was a really neat experience. As we munched on our blueberries, we went over to Mount Greylock, which is a 3,489-foot mountain located in the northwest corner of Massachusetts. And this is actually located along the Appalachian Trail. So it was really interesting because we saw lots of hikers who were hiking the Appalachian Trail. And we did a 1-mile hike ourselves, which was really nice to get moving and explore and get some fresh air. Which was really beautiful, and it's actually the highest point in Massachusetts, so that's interesting. And they have this really neat lighthouse, and on a clear day you can see as far as 90 miles, so of course it's a great view. And we grabbed some lunch and again just soaked up the beautiful scenery and fresh air. Soon. Yay!
We might have to walk.
We might have to walk because we don't know where the rental car keys are.
Now I'm dying to let you know what I feel is some kind of wonderful.
The wedding was so beyond lovely and special. I absolutely loved the scenery, and just celebrating love is always a reminder of how special life is.
I can't explain for the life of me what you did to me when I met you last summer. You set me free.
The next day, we enjoyed breakfast at one of the houses that our family was renting. So that was really nice to just soak up some more family time, and they rented a really beautiful house with a stunning garden, so I had fun looking at that. And then we drove over to Williamstown, Massachusetts, which is such a beautiful town. And it is actually home to Williams College, which is a private liberal arts college. So it was fun to kind of get a little taste of a college town, and we ate lunch at this beautiful Mediterranean restaurant. I got some spanakopita and some salad. It was very delicious. Everyone enjoyed it. Got some ice cream, roamed around this beautiful inn, and really enjoyed ourselves. Then we were off to MoCA, which is the Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art, and this is a really incredible and special place. There are so many beautiful and unique exhibitions, and it's really neat because the museum is actually in a converted Arnold Print Works factory building complex. So Arnold Print Works was one time a world leader in textile manufacturing. So it's this whole vast complex that was once the factory, and within it are so many different displays and places you can roam around. There really was so much to explore. We could have spent all day here, but we just had a few hours before it closed. But again, really enjoyed it, and it really was so fascinating. Exiting, my family noticed these upside down maple trees, which I thought were incredible. Hello, I figured I would check in. We've had a full family fun day. It's been really nice, and we just got home from the grocery store because we're getting ready to do a family barbecue. So we're in charge of the salad and the fruit, and we also got some cookies. So I'm gonna cut up a watermelon now and get ready for that. I'm drinking this tasty drink. It's called Dr. D's Concord Grape, and it's gut support drink. It's very tasty, so it's giving me some pep in my step because we've just had a full day. I'm ready to cozy up outside and read my book for a little bit, so maybe once we prep everything for dinner, I'll be able to squeeze that in for a bit. Okay, here's our beautiful watermelon. I changed to a more barbecue-esque outfit. Grandma's making salad. Yum! Hiya! Just like that, I'm back home with the boys. Woo! Yay! Poppy, say hi. So excited to be home, but it was such a sweet trip, an easy trip. So good to celebrate love and see family. I'm so thankful. I got to go and spend time with everyone. Thank you so much for following along. Also, I want to mention I met a subscriber's husband going on the plane, and he was so nice, and I didn't find him after the flight because we were going to take a picture and everything. So if that was you, I'm really sorry, but thank you so much for saying hi, and I hope you have a good trip to Orlando. But anyways, thank you guys so much again for watching and spending time with me. I'm about to go run over to my Grammy's birthday celebration, so more family time, but I love you all and cannot wait to see you next. Bye!
Bye!
Bye! Say bye, Tommy. Bye!